So my name is Saman Chopra and I am supporting the topic. Modern technology has brought great advantages to us, but with great advantages also come issues. One of the biggest issues is the need to ensure that our children know how to use internet properly. Since internet is a vast society of people, there can be many issues with it. One of the issues could be video games and the effect of violent video games okay, appear to be cognitive in nature. In short term, playing a violent video game could In short, playing a violent video game could produce violent thoughts in your head. Long-lasting effects could include long-lasting thoughts, which could result to unnecessary aggressiveness in the future. And as students prevail in these games, they learn more and more skills which they're not supposed to learn, which could be used in real-life conflict situations. An example of this could be the school shootouts. Another major issue is pornography. A research was carried by Revealing Identity, which states that, and they came with the results say that more than 50% or 51% of children aged 11 to 13 years old have watched porn. Now this number rises to 66% for children aged 14 to 15 years old, they're watching porn. And porn leads to a negative effect on your brain and your cognitive abilities. Okay. Another issue is cyberbullying as well. Now bullying has evolved into something potentially more dangerous than what it used to be. According to a research conducted by Ditch, the label's annual bullying survey, 7 in 10 young people have experienced cyberbullying before they turn the age of 18. Since most children are reluctant or hesitant to talk about it, it's better if parents control their internet usage instead.
Okay, good afternoon, dear audience and dear judges. My name is Anna, and today I'm going to prove why parents should not monitor their kids' computer or phone usage. First of all, it invades children's privacy. This can damage a relationship with the children and their parents as a child gets older. Excessive parental supervision can be a trigger in itself for children to set up fake accounts so they can feel free to be themselves, which can lead to even more problems in the future. Many children now have enough technological knowledge to get around or completely remove parental control. And second of all, this does not stop predators and scammers from making contact. The thing is, parental control works only if it functions only if a parent acts on it. This means if you don't spot it, you can't stop it. And as parents are often time poor, a lot can go unnoticed. Social media freedom teaches kids an important lesson in how not to behave, what not to share. It teaches them that public is public and some mistakes can't be erased. That's hard but necessary lesson for children to learn, and it won't happen if your mom or dad will be looking over their shoulders. You have to compare whether it's a desire to know everything about what your child is doing, or it is truly an honest concern to their safety. Those things are different. That's it.
So the Federal Bureau of Investigation has come up with the fact that there are actively 500,000 child predators online each day. Since they blend in with the mainstream of other society, it's hard to detect, especially for children that are of young age. The presence of online predators is a very valid reason for parents to monitor the child's usage or to apply parental control. An example of this could be a child predator who asks a young girl for unwanted pictures and then blackmailing her for monetary gains or for monetary gains through blackmail. Another issue which can be raised up is screen time. The internet has never been more accessible and it's easier for children to spend too much time on it. Limiting your children's screen time means that they can focus on more productive things instead of wasting their time on social media and not accessing unwanted websites. And the last point which I'd like to raise up is identity theft. Since most children are very easy to trust and very prone to giving out information, despite giving them constant reminders of not giving strangers information, they do it. So overall, this could be blocked if parents assert control, not assert control, but parents put control over the monetary gains.
Okay, you said about bullying. Monitoring children's phone won't stop their children from getting bullied, and it won't solve the problem. To solve it, parents' role is to educate themselves and the child on what is bullying and how it's working, and to establish a trusting relationship with the child, to encourage communication and honesty. So no amount of spying on our kids is going to make them safer. In fact, it can lead to most unwanted consequences, like building distrust between parents and their children. It can be a backfire and encourage them to try even harder to hide risky behavior because they know you're going to look for it. I firmly believe that children need to learn how to manage their own online presence. According to the survey, children get their first phone in the age of 11 to 14 years old, which means they're mature enough to understand an explanation from their parents why internet may be dangerous and why they should not spend too much time in it. Parents should be an open, honest, and build an open, honest, and a trusting relationship with their children, which will lead children to them when they experience something inappropriate online. As an alternative, it is much better to entertain your child, spend time with him, switch his focus from something rather than his phone, rather than just setting time limits for phone usage. I'm done. Okay, I have a question. How can parents and their children build trustworthy relationship if they're always checking their children's phone?
Well, most of the children keep diaries nowadays, so parents can check their phones, but not their diaries. There's a difference between protection and invasion of privacy.
But a child still feels that his parents don't trust him because they're always checking their phone. And how can they solve this problem with trust?
I don't have an answer right now.
Okay, one more question. What should a parent do if his child always removes installed parental control?
Well, first of all, they cannot be removed without the parents' permission.
Well, they can.
No.
I have an experience in this, and yes, they can.
Well, constant checking through their phones and knowing that the parental controller is there is a good reminder.
Okay.
I love my vice president. But Student Council invites Anya to the finals. And Anya, we're waiting you at 2:45 in my learning center for finding out the topic and 15 minutes of preparation.